2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and here we are at TPC Sawgrass, the famous stadium course. Rich, this is a stern test for the players, isn't it?
It is, Luke. The interesting thing about this golf course is that every single shot seems to be working away from the previous shot. The tee shot, if it's a dogleg left to right, then the next shot requires a shot from right to left. It's just one of these golf courses that you have to think and pay attention on every single shot. You can't take a single shot for granted, and you certainly can't afford to get out of position because the angles on this golf course are so bizarre. Pete Dye is a genius when it comes to designing this golf course.
Well, that's enough from me. It's time to pull the trigger. Let's get down to the course. And let's see what he can do here today. Oh, well played. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
And from about 105 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Needs this one to kick right. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Putting for birdie. Getting off to a great start at this event.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Wonderfully played. Going for this green in 2, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
It was on a good line. That's disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Currently 2 under for the day. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Ricky Fowler as he gets set for his next shot here on the 14th.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. You know what? You can hit me a 300-yard drive, but I prefer to sink one of those every time. What a monster.
And that will take him to 7 under. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Handy effort, that one.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
That's frustrating. And this putt coming up for his par. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This one's for birdie. That's pretty tidy. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day.
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 7th hole.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. That is hunting for the hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Let's catch up with Ricky Fowler from a moment ago. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Opting for the 9-iron. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard. This one's dialed in. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are down here checking in with the Canadian Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 10th.
Get in. Yeah, that's well judged. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot. Well, what about this performance from the fairway bunker? Beautiful effort by John Rahm. All composure and control. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This is the second shot here on the 9th hole. Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going down? 5 feet coming up to the cup. Ooh, nice line. And that's 8 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under. solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. The back nine at TPC Sawgrass starts off with a shortish par 4, but it really requires accuracy off the tee.
It does. I've seen a lot of players try and challenge the tee shot down the left-hand side. That's a huge no-no. Just bail out to the right, leave your second shot just a little bit further back, and you'll be rewarded with a fairly straightforward shot into a green that has some mounding, but overall fairly gentle.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. That was a beauty.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot. And what a highlight it is.
Oh, what a shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Well, that's a nice line. Oh, how about that one? He's currently tied for 12th. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard.
Looking great now.
Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
So far, so good.
And nicely holed.
To the top 5 he goes. He currently shares 4th position. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Here's John Rahm. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
This one is all over it.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. And back to the play, shall we? Lining up the birdie putt here.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And this is becoming a familiar sight. Colin Morikawa leads.
There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially. That dog will hunt.
Playing from around 150 yards here.
Just 2 shots behind.
Should find the green here. Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. And now we go to the 16th, where this happened just a moment ago.
This is how you do it 7 days a week.
Well, that's high quality. I'm sure they were aiming for it, but for it to go in, that's awesome. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. A well hold, he'll take the birdie. Currently 14 under for the event. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. Just a couple back from our leader. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that's a handy shot. And this putt can move them one step closer to top spot on the leaderboard. Oh, that's a ripper.
And as we update the scoreboard, this player is in second, behind Colin Morikawa.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, we are checking in with John Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 17th.
Oh, I like the look of this. That's a good putt to make. That sets the great players from the good ones.
Let's return to live play now. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Trying to get to 17 under the card with this putt.
A great opportunity here. This for eagle.
Oh, what a great stroke. Ooh. Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. Always nice to hold those for birdie. Step aside, everyone else. Now number 1. Now 2 shots up after that one. The par 3 17th, one of the most famous holes in all of golf. The Island Green, one of Pete Dye's, but really Alice Dye's masterpiece.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, Island Green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with the golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. This one's looking good.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. When you feel like you've survived the 17th, you stand on the 18th tee and you think to yourself, where do I hit this?
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Oh, how good was that?
Amazing shot. Guaranteed birdie for this player.
Just a short putt remaining here.
Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work.